Go somewhere else. I can't take this nonsense anymore. How are you going to blame the defense?
I got the pouch. Screw green bean. Damn it.
But once you get to the sausage, I feel like we're doing something.
Go Jets.
And that's the other part of this, is people are insanely jealous of this show. This show gets the best of the best, and it does a different way, with positivity.
He scores!
Ow, my head! No, come on.
What would you give up to see a Jets Super Bowl?
All of my friends and family.
Hit those milk thumbs, boys and girls.
Freeze run.
Hold on to your underwear, ladies, and stand by, bitches. It's now time for Talkin' Jets with your hosts, Matt, Ryan, and Green Bean.
Welcome to Talkin' Jets. My name's Ryan, and I'll be your pilot tonight. I am joined alongside one of my co-pilots currently, Mr. Matt O'Leary. To my this way, Mr. Green Bean will be with us momentarily. He's got a chicken guy that he's dealing with right now. If I told you why he wasn't here, you wouldn't believe it. Matt,
I genuinely, I'm doing fantastic, Ryan. I missed you so much. I miss Green Bean too. But when you said the chicken thing, I put it in the chat too. I blame Green Bean and his chicken guy for why we were late. The text message that Green Bean sent us, I genuinely laughed out loud reading it. I got to read it for the chat because this is just too good not to share. He goes, "Hey, fellas, it looks like I'll be about 15 minutes late tonight." And he's like, "We're going into a vacation." And he's like, "This guy's staying on my house and taking care of the animals. He gets here at 8. I got to give him a quick chicken tutorial." What do we think this chicken tutorial is? That's what I want to know.
I don't understand, like, I mean, I guess I've never had chickens, so I don't know what could possibly, like, you feed chickens, they poop out an egg and, like, wash, rinse, repeat, do the same thing the next day, right?
Yeah. Collect all the eggs, put the seed in the feeder, whatever they eat, and I don't know, go about your day.
I got to show Green Bean a video. I saw this guy do like this whole like automated sort of chicken setup where it's like this gigantic tube of feed, or maybe he was telling us about the gigantic tube of feed that they all like eat out of. Green Bean's going on vacation, so we got a chicken guy.
He's got a chicken guy. That's fantastic stuff.
That's it! You're out of here!
Oh, I love the chicken. Boys and girls, we're very excited to have you in here with us. We're going to be hanging out for a good 2 hours. Well, I guess technically an hour and 55-ish minutes because we came on a little late. But we're excited to be in here with you guys. So make sure you hit that like button for us. It goes a long way. We're going to like talk a little bit about what we've been up to. Green Bean's going to join us at 8:15, give or take a little bit. So we'll get into some of the Jets specific stuff a little bit more when he gets here. We got a big announcement. You guys have been watching some of our videos, some of our social media stuff. Probably know what's coming. But we are very, very excited to get into it. For every 10 likes we get on this video, we're going to pick a t-shirt, hat, mug, shirt, pillow, jersey, eggs, potential qualifier at the end of this stream. So yeah, make sure you milk those thumbs. Matt, what have you been up to the last little bit? When's the last time we did a show? Schedule release, I think?
Yeah, the schedule release. So it's been about a month. Honestly, and I missed this show. I love doing this show. It's awesome. At the same time, I've also enjoyed a little bit of downtime for the last month. It's, I don't want it to make it be like, oh my God, like I can't believe I'm here tonight. Like, no, I'm excited. I've been amped up all day to talk to Ryan and Green Bean tonight. At the same time, the NFL schedule, you're going like 100 miles an hour for like 9 months out of the year. So May and June has been a little bit slow for me. I have my bachelor party coming up in July and doing some like wedding planning stuff. That's within 6 months now. So kind of just focusing on that, getting the yard ready for the summer too. It's got like 12 trees taken out in my backyard and redid my fence. So I've been doing some stuff around here, really.
Oh, fun. Yeah, no, dude, I'm the same way. It's nice to kind of hit the little reset button, pump out a little bit of content here and there. Definitely took a little bit of the foot off the gas because it is a long 9-month stretch. And my season with golf and everything is getting underway, so I'm burning the candle at both ends at times. Not to mention the kids are like crazy. It's been a lot of fun. So some of the things I've been up to. I've been doing some yard things, but like, so I told Becca that it's really cool. You can use vinegar to kill weeds on your like walk and whatnot. And if you get the cleaning vinegar, it's like 30%, which is like super strong. And if you get it on your fingers, it hurts and whatnot. But if you put it in a spray bottle, you can spray and kill the weeds. And like essentially by the end of the day, they're gone. Like it nukes them. They turn like brown real fast. So you don't even need to use Roundup. But it kills like anything it touches. So Becca had the spray, like the mister on. So she sprayed all along our walkway. And I come home at the end of the day and I've got big brown spots along the walkway in my beautiful grass.
No.
That I just like took care of. I was like, no. I wound up, I didn't know they made this, but they make landscaping paint, like green paint for like when your dog pees in like a spot and it turns brown.
Oh, really?
So you can like, so it's supposed to be coming in. I think it's after Father's Day, but I'm excited to see what that looks like, how that works.
I didn't know about that. That's a cool fix. Just paint the grass. Be like, honey, I know you kind of killed all our grass here. I'm just gonna go paintbrush right over the top. No one will know.
Dude, incredible. So I'm curious to see if it's the same shade of green, if you're gonna be able to know it or not. We'll see. The other thing I worked on for Mother's Day was really cool. Becca's got plants all over our front porch has a bunch of plants on it in pots, hanging plants. Backyard has like raised garden bed. We got plants all over our deck. And she's literally every day out there with watering can or the hose watering everything. So I set up a drip line. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's tubes that like have little like mini sprinklers in each pot around like the house. And I set it on a timer. They make like water timers, just like regular like electric timers that would go on the wall.
Yeah.
Battery powered, so like, who knows how long the battery lasts, I guess. But they click on for like 3 minutes. They water the plants, and then it clicks off every single day. And now she doesn't have to walk around. Now she can look at the flowers when she wants, not feel like she has to water them all.
Wow. That's a really good gift or thing to do for your significant other. I love that.
Dude, and it's fun too. It's like, it's not even that much. Like I think I got the whole kit maybe cost me like, the most expensive part was definitely the like the timer for like the water itself. It was like, you can get a 2-zone timer if you want. So I have 3 zones technically. So I probably spent like $70 total, $80 maybe on like the 2 timers that I used. And then I don't know, maybe $50 on all the tubing. Boom.
Okay.
It's like playing with Legos. And then you get to play with all the pressures, because when you twist one thing open a little bit more, it makes the other water pressure drop a little bit. So you got to like balance it. Takes a little bit.
See, I didn't know that there was one already in existence. That makes so much sense. But I've seen on like TikTok, people essentially just like drill really tiny holes into a hose and then like kind of make their own version of that. But I like that this already exists. This is so much easier than taking a drill bit and going through a hose.
Oh yeah. It's like super precise. So I'm like running it under my deck and like have things popping up all over the place. It's a little like chaotic, but cool. Very, very neat. Girls have been having fun. Shay's birthday is next week. A week from today, actually. We're doing.
Oh, there we go. Happy early birthday, Shay.
Turns
how old?
3.
4? Oh,
3.
okay. I was off by a year. Okay.
That's all right. She's we're doing a themed birthday. Not like a big party, but just like for us. She actually I'll show it on stream because she's not watching.
Hell yeah. See, Ryan's gonna be dad of the year with this. I feel it in my bones. This is gonna be a good theme.
So get this. So for Christmas I got a 3D printer.
Yes.
And so if you watch Bluey, there's this little dog that is hidden in like different things. It's called the Long Dog. So
okay.
It's going to be long dog themed. Not quite Bluey themed, but long dog themed. So I got my little long dog that we're going to hide all over the place. I got my happy birthday that I printed out. I got a crown. Fucking crazy.
Wow.
Multicolor too. Check out the color. It's like a different color any way you look.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Trippy.
See, I had like my mom would do like the construction paper crowd, but look at this. You got 3D and the 3D printed cake.
3D printed cake, and it's gonna have these little. I don't know if you can see it. It's got these little holes in it. I ordered the magnets, but you can like glue magnets into it, and they stick. So it like has a nice, satisfying click when it goes in there.
Hell yeah!
They're so much fun.
I love that.
I've been doing so much stupid stuff. I have like so many little plastic things all over my house. My wife's gonna kill me, but it's fun for occasions like that. Welcome to Jets Talk and Talkin' Jets, where we talk about everything but Jets for the first few minutes of the show.
Well, we have to do a little catch up. We haven't seen each other in a month. I hope everyone in the chat is doing well too. Like I said, I've been missing this. Who's with us tonight? You want to go through the chat a little bit?
Yeah, let's talk. Let's see what you guys got going on. Let me just pull it up so I can show it on the screen. All right. Go from the top. Got Dakota says 6-11 to 8-9 to 9-8. 2025, no playoffs. Sadness.
That is range of outcomes.
I think so. Tony says we miss Green Bean Mania. John says
Hopefully
we're so back.
I don't know how long a chicken tutorial takes.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Peter says boys are back one night only. Yeah, we'll be back. We're gonna do night tonight. We'll do another one in July, and then we're back the end of July. So we're looking forward to it. We're having fun. Thomas says let's go. Zachary, since you were gone, we won the Super Bowl.
That would happen. I feel like, I don't know if you, well, I was texting you because I was in New Jersey this weekend. I went, Taylor is obsessed with Highland cows. She's all she talks about. So for her birthday in March, I reached out to a farm in New Jersey that has Highland cows. I was like, they have experiences. So I was like, all right, like, can I sign up for one? They're very popular. They were booked up until like June. So literally this past weekend we went.
I need to know what this experience is like, because in my head I'm thinking like, are you going to milk this Highland cow, or are you like riding it?
No, we brush them, pet them. They're like big dogs almost.
Yeah. Oh, here I'll pull one up. I had to Google it what a Highland cow was when you sent it to me.
You can.
They're cool looking.
They are cool looking. You can. It was like educational, and then like you get to interact with them. So people do raise them for beef, but they raise them as pets, this farm, and they're very, very popular, especially the mini versions of the Highland cows. They sell for like 10 grand a piece. Like that, you can get like a pretty penny for these things. But I fell in love. I love these animals. They were very, very sweet. Like I said, they're like big puppies, basically. They just wanted to get scratched and pet and have their hair brushed. So I said that if the Jets playoff drought gets to 20 years, I am moving to Montana and raising Highland cows. So I'm going to give up content. But the reason why this sparked that, because I was in my head, I thought that's what would happen. I'd finally be fed up, be like, I'm done with this. I'm not making videos anymore. And then they'd be the best franchise in all sports.
So you're taking one for the team, so that way that would work. I get it. We got to just stop doing our group buys and stuff. Haven't won since we've been there.
Yeah, more on that in a few minutes.
We'll talk about that in a little bit here when Mr. Green Bean gets in. Tony says we want Green Bean Mania. Rusty Spooner 4-3. We beat the Steelers week 1. What's up, Green Bean Matt Ryan and Gangrene fan? Hope all is well with everyone. Glad to see you in here, Rusty. Zach says I think we were winning more games than everyone thinks. I think is the over under still 5.5. Someone was telling me today that the Jets are 1.5 point favorites right now for week 1. Is that true?
I thought they were dogs for this game. Let's see, Jets.
I was gonna say, especially with Rodgers like signing, I feel like that would have at least shifted the odds.
The Steelers are 2.5 point favorites.
Okay, I was gonna say that makes a little more sense to me. This guy was a big Jets fan, so maybe he's just drinking the Kool-Aid.
Or it could have read it wrong, but I'm pumped. I think it adds a little bit more juice. I'm sure this is one of the things that we're gonna get into, but just while we're on the topic, man. Rodgers finally makes the decision right to the very, very last second. And that's who they play week 1. And I think it's going to be awesome for us to be there and watch it and react to our guy coming back.
Yeah. I cannot wait to see how this like actually plays out. I really would like to see us not lose this game. Look what we got.
Hey, yo, what are you guys doing?
How you doing, Green
Bean? So
Bean?
cool. Dude, I fucking miss you guys, man. This is crazy.
Too.
I gotta put the lights on. I know, it's ridiculous. There we go.
We need to know about the chicken tutorial. That was the big topic of conversation for the first 5 minutes of the show.
It's still going on. I had to bail. I just had to make sure that my points I had to show. So, we're leaving in 2 days for Ocean City. And let me tell you something, dude. This is going to be my first real vacation. Like, I've cleared everything. Like, nobody bothered me. I'm telling you, I envision me staring at the corner for 3 straight days, drooling like I'm on Thorazine. Like, that's my plan. Like, that's what I want to do for at least 3 days, and then we'll see what else goes on. So we're leaving, and somebody has to watch the house. I can't take the dogs, and I got 13 chickens and this whole shit. So somebody has to stay here. So I had to take them out there and show them how to feed them, how to open the thing and close it at night, and what to do over here, and how to do the water and where the food is. So yeah, they're gonna live, I think.
Hope so. We were launching the chicken.
I get 10 eggs a day.
You're out of here!
Dude, I have, like, without exaggeration, probably 15 dozen eggs in my refrigerator, and I do something called water glassing, which can keep eggs fresh for about a year, 8 months to a year. And I have probably 50 eggs like that, maybe more.
Wild. You could basically retire early. That's like,
dude, I mean, I'm rich, right? I mean, I did it. Eggs are the thing.
I love it. I absolutely love it. We missed you, Green. What have you been up to, like, outside of chicken stuff? Matt and I were talking about our adventures over the course of the off season so far. Matt took some trees down in his yard. I set up a drip line for the plants for Becca. What have you been up to?
Right on, man. Well, let's see. Well, hold on. Let me lower this over here. Well, okay. So I had to, I burned out, everybody. I ran out of gas, as they say, hard. So I had to, like, trim. I had to leave this one program that I was half owner in. I just said, dude, I'm out. I don't care. Keep the money. I really just can't do it. And so I trimmed a lot of things. And what I've been doing is working out and I lost, like, without exaggeration, like 50 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, like for real. Dude, I'm 192. The last time you guys saw me, I was 235, 240.
Wow.
Fucking crazy. So here's my goal. When we go to Bezara, I'm going to take my shirt off. That's my goal. And you guys can be like, holy shit, who's that svelte motherfucker?
Chisel.
That's what it's going to be. I want a 4-pack. That's my goal.
I think this is a good transition into our group buy. Talking Jets group buy. Boys and girls, have been following us on social media. We posted a little bit about this. This is our first time sharing it on the screen during the stream, but we are officially doing the Jets-Steelers group buy week 1 post-game field access, tailgate with Tailgate Joe. We are in the upper prime section. We're going to be section 315, I think, is where we're at. We're somewhere up there. We're, like, basically on, like, the 30 or 40 yard line. Like, it's a
no. That's 50. That's 45 yard line. Okay.
That's generous. I don't know if it's that far.
No. I'm going to look at it right now.
I think you're wrong.
We're going to show this. I'm telling you.
I'll put it on the screen. I'll find it.
Yeah.
What section is it?
315.
Here we go.
I think you're incorrect.
45 yard line, everybody. You heard it here first.
All right.
Where are we, this motherfucker?
I couldn't have picked a Jets one. Hold on. I got to delete this off the screen. Let's redo that.
See, but look, they got it all spread out. It's weird. It's not that far. They do a thing because they spread it out. When you bring that all in, look at it.
Okay.
Look how little the field is. That's so stupid. It's 45 yard. We're right there, dude. Look at that.
Hold on. Let me get the arrow up.
Look at me.
Right.
314 and 313 are 50 yard line. You're trying to tell me 315 is the 30? My ass.
I'm going a straight line
By that map,
down.
we're on the 10. Look at us. That's bullshit.
Oh, see, Matt's got it right. Matt's actually picking our section and going into
it. Look at that.
Pretty good view.
Where are they, Matt? I can't. Let me see.
It's really like the 40.
There you go. We'll split the diff. Matt, peacemaker.
Yeah.
Boom.
Ryan's like, we're on the 10. Actually,
I'm not saying we're on the 10.
Like we're on.
We got some pretty nice seats. You got to see everything.
Dude, these are badass.
We're pumped.
Tell them about how we're doing the seats, Ryan.
Oh, yeah. So last year we were all in, like, a really long line. It was super frustrating. So what we did this year, we got, like, a stack. So we're all in, like, kind of a block. So we should all be, like, relatively close together as opposed to being, like, across the entire aisle and stuff.
Yeah. So we can talk to each other. So what if you're in front of me or behind me? I can still talk to you. When you're on the other, when I'm on one end with Jets Chaos, who's all grumpy and pissy, and then Ryan's fucking on the other end, I might as well not be at the game with Ryan.
It's totally different experience. And we get to go. So we've been on the field for pregame. We've been on the field for halftime. This year we're going on the field for postgame access too.
Hell yeah. I'm excited. Because then it cools it all down. We can just, hey, we'll just go down at the end of the game and we get to hang out, you know?
Yeah.
Instead of trying to get down there and back up to the seats. That was a pain in the balls. I mean, it was great to be down there, but
super
that wasn't
fun.
easy.
Yeah, when we went on the field before the game, it was great. But then we missed I think it was an interception or a punt return or whatever for the Chargers.
Return.
Yeah, we're like, crap. And we never saw, we didn't even get to see the Jets tied at 0-0. It was just over after that. And then last year, I don't know, I don't think we missed anything, but we did go down. It was just before halftime, got back just after halftime. So it was, a little annoying. So post game, I'm excited for. Tailgate Joe always has a really good spread too. We have, I think he's doing the taco menu, right? Like the whole
Mexican.
Yeah, I think it's all Mexican. Let me pull it up. I'll find it.
Over under 9.5 tacos. Are we talking double-digit tacos each here? I can pound tacos. I feel like
I could eat so many tacos. It's what Tuesdays were made for. Tuesdays sucked before Taco Tuesday. His menu for this game: taco bar, beef chorizo, tecate, marinated chicken, carne asada skirt steak, plus special burger.
That's what I'm doing.
He goes special burger, green chili cheeseburgers, La Frida beef blend topped with white American and Hatch, New Mexico fire roasted green chilies, hot dogs with kraut and red onions, yellow rice, elotes Mexican corn, and then he's going to have the food going. He's going to have the beer going. So if you guys want to have an all-in experience, we got some people coming from overseas already. Oh, I'm excited. I'm pumped. Amanda and Gareth coming from overseas. Alan, I see you in there. He's hanging out. I'm excited.
Dude, I'm totally eating skirt steak all day.
Oh, dude, it's so much fun.
You put skirt steak out and you put skirt steak in a silver pan, like I'm only going to take one of those. Like, you're in trouble. You better start making more.
Better get
the pan is mine.
Yeah, I'm going to take this pan. What are you doing for everybody else?
Oh, dude, I'm so pumped. It's going to be a good time. If you guys haven't hung out with us before, it's literally like we don't do any live show during the game or anything. We're just hanging out, shooting the shit. Jason Edwards comes out, meet his whole family. You get Blitz Crew's been out there with us a bunch of times. So many people. So many people. So you get to put some faces to like the names in the chat.
Yeah, epic, dude. And we should talk about, so there's a potential for a whole weekend. There you go.
Boom.
Right, go ahead. You know.
All right. So if you guys don't know, they're doing a 𝐒𝐫𝐲 music festival down in Keansburg Beach, right across from the brain fart.
Gallery.
Yeah, the Beach Gallery. Awesome restaurant bar down in Keansburg. Very excited. We're going to be doing a live show and hangout. Tickets are available on talkinjets.com. And if you wanted to do the whole weekend with us, we do have a group bundle package if you wanted to do something like that. But you go to one or the other. Maybe you can't make the game or you don't make the trip up to the game. Maybe you're in South Jersey. Come out and hang out with us for the live show. This is our first actual live Talkin' Jets show, aside from the draft in person, I think.
Yeah. This is going to be good. I mean, maybe if we're on a stage or something, maybe we do comedy shows. Maybe we do some stuff. You know what I mean?
We're a funny bunch of guys.
Yeah.
There will be a former Jet player there. Can't say who yet. That's not official. But Derek and his wife, who are putting it together and are the owners of the Beach Gallery, they're both huge Jet fans, season ticket holders. So I'm sure they will be at the game on Sunday. But yeah, just shout out to Derek and the Beach Gallery. It's going to be a great time over at 𝐒𝐫𝐲. Better Than Ezra, great 90s band, is the headliner for our day on Saturday. So come hang and then watch some live music right on the beach in early September. I can't think of anything better. That sounds like a really nice precursor to a Jets beatdown over the Steelers on Sunday.
Oh, we're going to just we're going to get amped up during 𝐒𝐫𝐲. We're going to get rowdy. And then we're going to go into week 1 and we're going to knock around the Steelers. We're going to beat up on Aaron Rodgers, that gimpy, old bastard. We're going to sack his ass a bunch of times. If we could win one game all season, please let it be week 1.
That's the one.
I just want it so bad.
And even if you don't win, Justin Fields can't look like Dookie and Aaron Rodgers can't look like Aaron Rodgers. It's just, that's all I care about, really.
Correct. Thank you, Green Bean.
Like, we can lose in a tight one because I don't expect shit from this season. And I'm going to be negative all season, guys. I'm turning over a new leaf. I've been positive for 20 straight years. It's done nothing for us. I'm done. I'm going to complain about every single thing that happens. But all that's got to happen, dude. I don't care if we lose. Justin Fields has to be competent and Aaron Rodgers has to look old. If that happens, I don't care. I don't care.
I see Candle Jack in there asking, can tickets sell out? He's looking to get a ticket closer to September when he knows his work schedule. We do have a limited amount of tickets for the group buy. I don't know, Matt, can 𝐒𝐫𝐞𝐫𝐲 sell out? Is that a thing? I don't know if Derek's told us that.
Any show can sell out. But yeah, we have a very limited amount of tickets, but 𝐒𝐫𝐲 has probably got a few more than us.
Yeah, it's you're getting a general admission ticket. So it's not like you have to get a seat for the live show and hangout. But I don't think you have to wear the Jets Steelers is a little bit more like we have we're not getting more tickets for Jets Steelers. We have a limited amount. General admissions, there's a little bit more wiggle room, I feel like.
Yeah, that's my sense as well. So Candlejack, if you're interested, make sure you jump on it before they sell out. But if you want to email me and let me know what you got going on, what you're thinking about, I can certainly put a temporary hold on it for you. All right. We're excited. Boys are back in action. Talking some Jets football. So I guess let's jump into like the first bit of news. Aaron Rodgers obviously signs with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He signs a 1 year, I think it was $13 million deal that could go up to like 20 some odd million, if I'm not mistaken. Matt, your thoughts on Rodgers ending up in Pittsburgh officially now?
I thought it was going to happen eventually. It just dragged that thing out for as long as humanly possible. It felt like. I think I'm okay with this matchup. I'm not worried that he's going to go like 500 yards and 5 touchdowns and the Jets are going to lose 40-6. That's not how I think this is going to go. We watched 17 games of Aaron Rodgers last year at 40 years old. Now he's 41, going to be 42 in December, with a worse offensive line. Pittsburgh offensive line. Broderick Jones is now making the switch from right tackle to left tackle.
Even better.
Yeah, Troy Fautanu, who didn't really play at all as a rookie because he was hurt, is now the starting right tackle. I think if the Jets do what Aaron Glenn and Steve Wilks have talked about, which is being aggressive and blitzing, that this should work out okay for them. We saw Rodgers against Minnesota and Denver. Those are the two teams that blitzed the most in the NFL a year ago. They scored 9 points against Denver, no touchdowns. We were in the building for it. The next week against Minnesota, he threw 3 picks, one on the final drive, which could have went down and taken the lead at the end. So I think that's the recipe for success. Just, it's going to be a low-scoring, tight game, and hopefully you get a turnover or get Rodgers to make a mistake or take a bad sack, and that should be the difference.
Wouldn't it be nice to see Will McDonald put the spin zone on Broderick Jones after all the grief that like Jet fans, myself included, just like distraught that we didn't get the tackle. We double dipped at edge. I want to see it. Will McDonald's got 15 more pounds of muscle on him. How could that play into the whole thing? Bean, how are you feeling about Rodgers going over to Pittsburgh and obviously us seeing him week 1?
Yeah, I mean, it's a crazy thing because I don't know what the deal, like, we know he threw for 3,600 yards or 3,800 yards, whatever it was, 26 touchdowns. And you would think that meant a winning season, right? So if he does that in Pittsburgh, their defense is good enough, and all that. So I don't love that we're opening. I mean, like, can the Jets just get like one season where we just kind of have like a meaningless game in the beginning, like against, the Jaguars or, somebody that's kind of limping around. Like it's never that for us. We have to have this high. It's like we've done something, Now this isn't a primetime game, right? It's a regular game, which
1 o'clock, baby.
which is nice. So at least there's that. But I don't know. Like I'm just like, negative bean coming. I just see recipe for Jets pain. That's what I see. Like I'm hope he's 41. All this stuff we're saying, I'm right there with you. But I've been around here a long time, bro. This has a recipe. I just don't. I mean, maybe Aaron Glenn is the guy to change the whole thing, and we're no longer the Jets. Like Rex did for a couple years. Same old Jets back in the AFC Championship game. That kind of stuff. Maybe. But if I'm just looking at this objectively, this has smash our face in dog turds written all over it, bro. Doesn't it? I'm sorry to say it. And I'll be there for it. I'll fucking watch the whole thing.
We just want pain. We picked the game that we just feel the most depressed about. No, literally, like Aaron Rodgers signs, ticket rep calls me like not 15 minutes later. She's like, so Ryan, those tickets, we just didn't buy them. It's like, your timing is impeccable. Called us a few days earlier than expected. Greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. But yeah, look, you know what? Green Bean, the schedule came out, and what was it? Mason Rudolph was going to be their starter, so they tried to give us lob us a softball, right? They didn't know Aaron Rodgers was going to end up in Pittsburgh.
They knew.
They knew. Of course they knew. They would never. The Jets versus Mason Rudolph week 1, it's just not. It's not it. This is. They knew the whole time. They they at least had an inkling. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, like, look, I'm going to go into that game and I'm going to root just like I always do. And I'm going to believe when I'm walking in that stadium, I am going to be believing just as much as I've ever believed. But come on, can we just let's take a step back and look at this. What is this building up to be?
We're going to smack Aaron Rodgers around. Revenge game, 100% for us. Justin Fields is going to feel slighted that they benched him over in Pittsburgh. Will McDonald's going to put Broderick Jones in a blender, and Aaron Rodgers going to be all limpy. And he's just going to die on the field with no glory. Sorry.
Or, see, here's what has to happen for that to take place. The Jets have to take a notoriously sloppy and bad quarterback and have their first quarterback reclamation project in their history. Since Vinny Testaverde in 1998. Okay. That's what has to happen in order, you know what I mean? That's I'm rooting for it. And I think it's possible.
It's Parcells' protege, though.
There's connective tissue there, Matt. I like that. That was well placed.
I got to be the angel on your shoulder. I don't like this negative green bean here tonight.
You know what's funny is that this guy's been here the whole time. I've pushed him. Every game, I push him to the side and say, sit down and shut up. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm tired. 52 years old. I fucking had it. You know what I mean? But I can appreciate that was a great comment, Matt. He's right there. Like we're talking about Vinny Testaverde being the last one. Well, this guy was on that team and was a protege, right? He was on that team. So there you go.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Not too.
And our defense has to all of a sudden be good again.
It could be that the defense took their foot off the gas. Will McDonald's going to have 15 more pounds of muscle. There's a potential JJ might be ready for week 1 and, playing well. And then Garrett Wilson's back, playing with his former college quarterback. I'm choosing to be optimistic here. I'm a glass half full kind of guy.
Nice.
Because if we're not, it could be a painful long season. But we want you guys out there with us. We're going to be here the entire time.
That's so great. Give me the pain.
Green
Bean. Yeah, we're here for it. We'll be here.
I see Nightbot being a little pain in the butt in the chat. Can you try? doing a winner thing and see if
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that.
that's all right.
Let's see. Winner chicken dinner. You know what what else is happening? It's not, they're not recognizing my mic. So I might sound a little bit shitty because I'm just going through the computer right now. Just so you guys know.
I think you sound good. It looks like the Nightbot thing is working. I must have. Do I have something weird on Nightbot that like is it a timer?
That's a new name. I don't ever remember hearing Candlejack.
Oh, I've seen Candlejack in there. I know Candlejack.
Yeah, I've seen him.
Oh, I know.
Maybe he's never won. He's never won anything with us. Speaking of win, let me find this thing. Where's the winners? I'll make a list.
I have to look into it. I don't know why it's out. Unfortunately, YouTube does not support retrieval/setting of stream game at this time. What the hell does that mean?
Nightbot's dead. It was a good run.
Nightbot's going off the rails on us here. What a jerk. All right. Before we get too far into this, talking a little bit. Well, actually, Sodak's in here. He's a good dude. He says, holy sh! They're back and looking better than ever. Oh,
thanks.
Check it out. You know how we look so good? We even smell so good. I'm going to go over to Matt and tell us why we smell so good.
Oh, yes. It's the Mando. You know it. The bourbon leather. It's going all over me tonight. Yeah, that was way too much bourbon leather. It's smoky. All down the bourbon leather. All right. Mando's starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice, like the mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. I just sprayed it all over myself. You guys have heard me talk about it. The bourbon leather body wash and the body spray are my 2 favorites from Mando. The body spray is perfect for keeping you smelling fresh all day. As a special offer, to our listeners, new customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code TalkinJets. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack. So use our code TalkinJets at Mando. Support our show, support our sponsors. Tell them we sent you. Stay drier, smell fresher, and boost your confidence from head to toe with Mando.
Well done. What a great product. Dude, I'm telling you, this is a true story. So I was out, I don't know, maybe it was like a week ago, maybe a little bit more, 10 days, let's call it. And I was out and I went to the gym and I had to go to this meeting afterwards. And I smelled so bad, right? And I was like in a panic. I mean, I smelled terrible. And I'm like, holy shit, I got to go to this place. And I was going to go into a Wawa, right? And I was going to take like a sink shower in Wawa. I shit you not. I pulled into Wawa and I was going to do the whole sink shower thing. And then I remembered this. I had the Mando wipes in my car, the deodorant wipes. Dude, they worked like an absolute charm. Like I was like, thank God. They're the best things ever, dude. Just sitting in my car. I didn't smell. Went to the meeting. Nobody made fun of me. Nobody threw shit at me. It was the best. I'm grateful for Mando. True story.
It's the best. Ryan's muted.
Yeah, what's he talking about? He's got a king.
Sorry.
Is that an
I was so
emoji
happy.
or-
I was wiping myself with the wipe before. I'm thinking, I'm like, Mando wipes.
What the hell's going on? Why ain't nobody talking to me?
Sorry. I muted myself. Is what it is. This is great. This is great. The boys are back in town. Back and better than ever. Let's go through some of the training camp stuff. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention with what's been going on, but training camp started today. Got some
mini camp.
Yeah, actually get to see some clips from practice. The toe tap from Garrett Wilson is freakish.
Unbelievable. Was that an unbelievable catch or what?
Yeah. That's incredible. I don't know if I can show that on screen, but it is chef's kiss. Incredible.
I think you should show it.
Okay. I'm going to see if I can. Let's see if it'll let me do it.
Yeah, supposedly from the reports today, Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson were getting that old connection back early and often today, which is nice. I'm hoping for 130 targets to Garrett Wilson this year.
I want nothing more than that. I just like hit us with all of it. I want all the Garrett Wilson can have 100 zillion receptions this year, and it would be 100 zillion like less than I really want. I want 200 zillion. That's what I'm hoping.
200 zillion.
200 zillion. Rounding obviously down from the number I want.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can sorry, I'm just trying to get this video up at the same time, get it the right size. All right. All right. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Freak!
How did he get that other foot around?
Insane. Insane.
Oh my.
Guy's an animal.
Yeah, he's the best, dude.
Absolute animal.
He's so legit. And I can't take anybody talking shit about Garrett Wilson, man.
No. Guy is like, I hope they force feed him the ball. And like, because imagine like if Rodgers actually force fed Garrett and we didn't have Devontae and like Lazard didn't get as many passes as he got. Like, Garrett really should have popped off more than we saw. Because was it?
Dude,
was the final week of the season he got the 1,000 yards?
Well, yeah. I mean,
It's like
it
the
took
last
a while.
drive.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, man. Dude, how many times did Aaron Rodgers overthrow Garrett Wilson?
Mm-hmm.
In the end zone, running down the sideline alone. Fucking ridiculous. That guy sucked. 3,600 fucking garbage yards, that piece of shit.
The second most passing attempts in the league, but yardage wise,
yeah,
not so much.
Insane.
He sucked. Dude, Garrett Wilson, if he had a real core, I mean, Aaron Rodgers, he had his moments and everything, but by and large, he missed Garrett so many times. Garrett should have had 1,300, 1,400 yards and like 5 more touchdowns. Yeah. Don't forget, it was the Pittsburgh game. No, it was the what team is Leonard Williams on? The Raiders?
Seattle,
that's right. Garrett Wilson was wide open in the end zone. Aaron Rodgers overthrew him, threw it to the stands. Garrett Wilson sitting there playing cards, solitaire in the end zone. The next play, he throws a pick 6 to Leonard Williams.
Correct.
Like 10-yard line, wherever we were.
Yeah, absurd. It's just like
should have been a Garrett Wilson touchdown. Instead, it was 14-point swing.
14-point swing. Not a math guy, but I'm pretty sure that's 14-point swing.
Yeah,
right?
that's it's tough to overcome. That alone. Yeah, and we get to see, instead of seeing Garrett Wilson, who earned the touchdown, get it and start to build his lure. No, we get to see a former Jet do an amazing thing and get a 90-yard a defensive tackle. Get a 90-yard pick 6. Sick of it.
Yeah. What is that? Ed Reed, right? Like Ed Reed getting a 90-yard interception for a touchdown, a little different. We see that. One of my early Jet memories, Lamont Jordan throwing a pass in the end zone and Ed Reed running it back 107 yards the other way. That I'm used to. Williams going 90 yards as a defensive tackle.
Nobody can tackle this guy. Nobody can get him. What is this?
How does that happen?
It's absurd.
I don't know. It's ridiculous.
I don't like it. I'm done.
Yeah, Garrett should have had a whole bunch. I mean, dude, it was aggravating how much. I mean, look at the crazy catches Garrett made last year. The shin is in that game. He had a beautiful other one-handed catch. So impossible. The shin is in was so crazy that it overshadowed the other one. It was like a nothing burger, It just ended up not even being talked about. But Garrett Wilson is so legit. I just can't take the blaspheming against Garrett Wilson. He's had 9-10 quarterbacks in his first 3 years. It's crazy with this poor kid.
I mean, imagine if we could just have some consistency with like play caller. I mean, just everything across the board. Like you don't have Hackett anymore. 𝐒𝐿_Strand seems like he's like pretty. I'm excited. I think of the entire coaching staff, he's the one that I think I'm most excited about. Like obviously Aaron Glenn, new head coach, former Jet, all that good stuff. But like 𝐒𝐿_Strand and how this offense could look, because we feel like we've talked about it before. The offense was so I don't want to say underutilized, but like undercoached. Like we couldn't find any gems on the offensive side of the ball. 𝐒𝐿𝐼 Corley like essentially didn't play at all last year.
Yep.
Braylon Allen probably should have had a few more touches than he had last year as well. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing what Garrett can do, especially like in a highlighted role, unlike what we've seen in the past. So I'm excited.
What was Aaron Glenn's comment about 𝐒𝐿𝐼 Corley? Right, it was like you can't make the club from the tub or some shit like that.
Not great. Don't like hearing that.
No,
got to be healthy.
He's had a couple of them. Aaron Glenn. What were the other? He's doing some rhyming shit. This guy.
He's like Dr. Seuss.
No block, no rock for the wide.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
I love it, dude. I so firmly believe in that. Like, if there's a saying that encapsulates what I've been bitching about since we've known each other, it's that right there. Right? Don't get singular tight ends that can only do one thing. You block and you catch. You're a tight end. And then when you have the ball in your hands, you run defensive backs over. That's your job. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Like, that's so exciting to me. No, you don't block, you don't get any fucking receptions. That's the end of you.
Good. I love it. It's one of those things that, like, I mean, especially like penalties and shit too. Like, I hope he comes up with some cute whip for that. Like some get a flag. You're in the bag. I don't know.
I almost did it.
Gonna get us banned, Green Bean.
That would have been clipped and on Twitter in 30 seconds. Look at Green Bean, he's a piece of shit.
This guy's a real jackwagon.
I got some real haters, man. I don't know if you guys know that. I mean, there might be one, I don't know, but like I got real haters. Like they DM me the craziest shit.
Really?
You're a piece of shit. Like, your wife should be embarrassed. I'm like, why? Why is my wife got to be? You don't know my wife. She could be a complete piece of garbage. You know what I mean? Who knows?
Meryl is awesome.
The best. But come on, you don't know.
Yeah, it's true. It's possible. Entirely possible.
Yeah. What the fuck do you know?
I don't get
talk about my wife.
I don't get too much hate. Although I haven't put out too much content recently, so I haven't looked at the comments. So who knows? Maybe people hate my takes right now.
Baby's first death threat. I can't speak. You never gotten death threat before?
I don't think I've had that yet.
Death threat? Well, not from YouTube, but yeah, I've gotten death threats.
Jeez.
I've had stalkers. I told you guys, right? I have real stalkers that showed up at my house and everything. Crazy shit.
That's scary.
Scary.
Dude, I used to sit. That threw me for such a loop.
Oh, I'm sure.
I used to like wake up at night and sit outside in my bushes with like a weapon. I was convinced he did tonight's the night. I was like fucking made me nuts.
Yeah, I mean that would if someone showed up at my doorstep that like I didn't know and like was just stalking me. Like that's probably the most terrifying thing as a content creator or something like that. If like you piss off the wrong person, or just like any walk of life. It doesn't have to be a content creator, but you piss someone off and they just show up on your doorstep. It's like, all right, I'm like, that person's not going to be okay. Like I'm armed to the gills. Not gonna end well.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I got a small arsenal here, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I listen. If I hear something at night, I'm just gonna tell the world. If you come, this is all it's gonna take for me to start throwing lead all over the joint. This move. That's it. That's all I got to do. And I'm fucking
throwing lead.
I want to set up my house like Home Alone. Put a bunch of marbles and toy cars under a doormat.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, you get a good slingshot with a marble, bro. Go right through somebody's head. That's how David beat Goliath, essentially.
Oof.
Just ping with a marble. They didn't tell you that in the Old Testament, but that's how he did it. He was playing marbles, and he just took one and right through his head.
I just assumed it was a stone.
I'll do it.
I know it was a slingshot.
Yeah, it was like one of those though. You know, the old style.
Oh yeah. I had like this novelty slingshot that was made out of wood, and I was like, oh, it's so cool. And I was like flinging little rocks around my yard as a kid, and then like because it was a novelty one, not one that like actually like belts onto your arm and like is actually elastic.
Oh, yeah.
Mine snapped.
It's rocket,
and I ruined it.
I had a real wrist rocket, man. The one that clamped. My neighbor has this one. Like we went shooting and he goes, "Hey, I got a surprise for you." And he took out the thing.
Oh, what?
You know, throw the rocks at the target. I sucked. I thought I was going to be great. I'm like, "Oh, give me that thing." And I was like, couldn't even get the rock to fly. It took forever. I was like, "Oh, that is hard."
I'll look up.
Got new respect for David.
Well, they're like $7 on Amazon. The ones with like the
what real slingshots?
Yeah.
Yeah, the slingshot.
No,
crew,
not the swingy
slingshot.
one, but the one that's like on your wrist, sort of.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, I can see that market being dried out these days.
Yeah, I can't imagine many people are buying slingshots. That's cool. I got different.
So yeah, so no rock. Wait, no block, no rock.
Correct.
You can't make the club from the tub. What else did he say? Is there any more that he did?
Not a rhyming thing, but I have a new favorite Aaron Glenn bit that I've picked up on. Anytime Rich Cimini asks him a question, he puts him in a fucking blender, no matter what it is. Cimini asked him today, was everyone there? And he goes, I don't know, you tell me. And Cimini goes, yeah, it looked like everyone is here. And he goes, yep. You go to the next question.
He just knows how to handle the media. It's so refreshing.
He remembers, dude. You know, he's like, these guys, like Saleh, you know, it's like he's here 3 years and he still thinks these guys are his friends. Like, they're not your friends, dude. They're there to get the scoop and rip your asshole open. Like, that's what they want to do. They would, whatever they can do, they're going to just rip it. Aaron Glenn's like, he's like, yeah, I remember these guys. Look, they're all still the same guys. Oh my God, they're still here.
Yeah, how long has he been with the Jets, covering the Jets? 2000?
Who, Cimini?
Yeah.
I think the 90s.
Dude, he's been around forever, man. He was there in the 90s.
Damn. Yeah, so he knows him well then. Oh, that's nice.
Let me make sure.
Yeah, I think he said Glenn's rookie year was his first year on the Jets. I don't know why that's sticking out to me.
Is that 90?
I feel like I heard that. 94?
I was going to say 93, maybe. I don't remember when he was drafted.
Let me see. Covered the Jets for 30 years.
I'm 30. Will be
over
36.
30 years. Let's see.
So yeah, 95.
Oh, starting in 1989.
Yeah, 89.
89 covering the Jets or 89 covering football?
Covering the Jets on a full-time basis in 1989.
Wow, it's 30, 35, 36 years.
Let's see what his first article was.
I was born, and they were like, we need Rich Cimini. Sorry. I should have been born.
Look at this. Wilson should fit right in with Jet Set. With this kind of dude, Kyle Wilson should fit nicely into Rex Ryan's crew. Kyle Wilson. Remember that?
Yeah, that was
God.
These articles. Jesus.
I don't know about you guys, but when I see like the mini camp stuff and the training camp stuff, I try to take like a little grain of salt with everything, because like when I hear, the defense got, I don't think we've had a discussion since the voluntary workouts and stuff too. It's like, we hear 6 sacks in the first practice or second practice and all that, and Will McDonald's going off. I'm thinking like, all right, but that means someone on the other side's really not going off.
Yeah, it really sucks.
And they stink.
Yeah.
So like I'm taking more information from the negative than from the positive. Like we don't have pads on. Like Aaron Smith, okay, he's great catching all these great passes, great. Maybe it's when he has pads on, he starts dropping the ball. So like I don't know. I want to check boxes in voluntary workouts in mini camp. I'm not going to be overly critical or overly like pumped up, I guess, on either thing. Once we get to training camp and you start getting the pads on and guys are making a few moves and things are a little more live, I think that's when I start getting a little more hyped up on stuff.
Yeah, me too. I can't do it anymore. Like, look, like a catch like Garrett Wilson's, that's a different story because that's pure talent, right? Like there's nothing, like that's just awesome. But like this whole stuff, like, Justin Fields was 8 for 8. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? It's just so stupid at this point for me.
I mean, if he went 8 for 8, we'd be feeling pretty good. I think I saw the one tweet from Rosenblatt, 11 on 11s It wasn't like a great one with an Carlson field goal at the end. Admittedly, I got to go back and see what else actually went down.
Well, remember, was it the OTAs or mini camp for Chad Hansen? And everyone was like, "Oh my God, like this kid's amazing.
This
And
guy's
then
so
he didn't
good."
even make the team after that.
Yeah, it's the best.
Whoops.
Crossfire in the chat. Sorry, dude, just saw this. He says, love Jermaine Johnson's message to Rodgers about week 1. Getting more and more excited this season. That scares me. What did Johnson say? I missed it.
He said that they were texting, but there's no friends between the white lines. I'm paraphrasing, but essentially saying like, you know, you were friendly. We were texting yesterday, but between the white lines, no friends.
Good. I like that.
The way.
Dude, there's no one I want to have more success. I shouldn't say that, but like I'm pulling for Jermaine Johnson in like the strongest way. If there's one player that I'm really, really looking at this entire season, like I'm excited for Justin Fields, I'm excited for Garrett Wilson, I'm excited for Sauce, I'm excited for Brees, but like Jermaine Johnson, if he can show out by the end of the year, like on a macro level, at the end of the year, if he can show me that he's back to like, you know, 90% of what he was prior to the injury, I'm going to be feeling pretty good because I feel like there is a very scary situation where you kind of have that Carl Lawson in the back of your head. Like, is the explosiveness going to be gone? Did we burn that pick? Not burn the pick, but like, did the injury, you know, impact it too much? I really hope he comes back strong.
Yeah, I'm excited for him too. He's got the, you know, he's young, man. I think that's what's in his favor, and his work ethic is not questioned. You know, it's not questioned. So, and it was early in the season, all the stuff, you know, I have hope for him. He's just such a great guy. And he was on the upswing, man. Like he was just getting better and better and better. And, you know, it's good to see a guy like him because he's an all around defensive end. He's like a legit pass rusher, but he can actually seal the edge. Like that's just not something that you see. It's, you know, at least for us, they're either a good edge setter and they're just completely non-existent in the pass rush, or they're like a pass rush specialist and they can be exploited in the run game. It's you know, one or the other. So I'm rooting for him too, man.
Did you guys see Myles Garrett's comment on Aaron Rodgers playing in the AFC North? I think it's a good opportunity to put him in a graveyard. Love it. Love it.
That's the best.
Dude, if we can have 10 sacks on the entire season from anyone, not anyone, just 10 sacks total from our entire team. I want them all to come week 1. Like it's like kind of irrational for me to have this sort of like burning passion to just beat Rodgers, but like I feel like we were sold such a false bill of goods the last 2 years, and it was just like the most painful 2 years of our like existence. And then like as soon as he started coming out and talking about like Glenn and the 10-minute meeting and all that, I'm just like, I'm done with you. I'm over it. I feel like Green Bean. You're off the team. I hate you.
Dude. I tell you, man, I've never felt the way I felt this period, like the hype and the way that it all just like we fired our coach. Like Woody has never fired a coach mid-season. He fires the coach and the GM mid-season. We elevate this guy whose kid calls Sanders in the draft. Like, you know, obviously it wasn't with us, but it's like, this is just the craziness. It's just, I don't know. I can't deal with any of it, man. I haven't handled this one well. I'm still not the same after last year. Dude, as a fan,
last year hurt more because we had him the entire season, and then like just the chaos and everything that went into. Like at least like when the Achilles popped, I felt like we had something stolen from us. Then it was, it just sucked.
Yep, that's well said, Ryan.
Bearded comes in, says, so pumped for the group buy this year. Looks like I may finally be able to make it work. When do you guys think Lazard gets traded to the Steelers? I'll be honest, I don't really want him to get traded. I actually want to keep him on his existing contract. I said this in my video today. As much as we're dying to figure out who wide receiver 2 could potentially be, or like, is he on the team or is he not on the team? I think it's going to be wide receiver 2 by committee. And it's like a weird way to think of it, but I think there's going to be situations where you want a wide receiver 2 that's going to be blocking more. I think you want a wide receiver 2 that could potentially be more of a gadget guy if it's like a Corley, maybe a take it off the top kind of guy like an Arian Smith. And it may not necessarily be that we're throwing the ball to wide receiver 2, but that wide receiver 2's on the field to help facilitate the ball to Garrett, to Brees, to Braylon, to Mason Taylor, to open up the playbook to like everyone else. It's kind of what I'm getting at here. I don't know. What do you think, Green Bean? You think Lazard gets traded at some point since his contract's not that bad?
Nope. I think Lazard, dude, you're gonna watch if there's a player you don't like, he's staying. I want you to know that.
Forever.
I love Bearded. Bearded's one of my faves, man. And I'm glad I really hope that you can come, brother. It'd be nice to get some time with you. But yeah, dude, I think that's wishful thinking. If it happens, great, but I think the power of Aaron Rodgers, like bringing, his guys with him, I think that's been diluted. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just like, hey, buddy, we're the Steelers. We have things that we do. Do you want to join us?
Mm-hmm.
Like not like, can you please come here? You can take anybody you want. Like that's how we were.
Someone please clip that.
I know.
It was so good. But that's exactly what the Jets did. It was like we're gonna roll out the fucking green carpet and I endorsed it. I'm 100% behind it because I felt like we're all needed the quarterback and
we're all involved. But you know what? And then they put us on Hard Knocks so everybody can see us filleting this fucking guy. They clip Saleh and Ulbrich like, oh my God, he's so good.
Look at that throw, that spiral.
Oh my God. Did you bleed? Dude, it's a fucking football, man. You know what I mean? Through it.
Dude, it was impossible. Training camp, they put new bleachers up. Just because Rodgers is going to be there. They put the awning up. Know what's going to happen? We're going to get back to the old treatment. There's going to no shade. Woody's going to cheap out. We're going to have the fucking out in the sun. You're going to be able to get a zillion tickets for camp again, which I'm not upset about. I'm happy to get.
Dude, if they took off the awning, can you imagine?
They're going to. It's going to be half the size. It's going to be back to the way it was, and there's going to be no shade. But we're not going to do the water for the fans either. We're just going to
That was brutal. When it was the sun.
Dude, when it's just a sun, you're cooking because you're sitting out there for 4 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever it is, and you're just like, sun. I don't tan. I'm straight Irish.
See, I'm gonna old man yell at Cloud for a moment here and complain about the Jets not practicing at Hofstra because it was 5 minutes up and I went to a million of them. But the move was you didn't sit in the bleachers. There were a million trees along the fence, so you find yourself a nice tree to stand under and you're shaded. You're good. It's 10 degrees cooler under there.
Yeah, when I went to Hofstra, I always remember just leaning on the fence.
Yeah,
I was leaning on the fence. That's what I was doing, watching the Jets practice.
It was the best.
Yeah, I went every year for 5 years.
Yeah, I think I've been going to training camp out this way now for 4 years, maybe now. I feel like it's 4. Maybe it's 3 years. They stopped it for a little bit, and then they started opening up again. Manish Mims. These guys are such crybabies. It's so embarrassing.
Oh, shut up, you.
Shut up, Mimsy.
You're crying.
You're crying.
You're the one crying. You're crying about people crying, dude. Who's crying? We're living in fucking reality, brother.
Stop making fun of me.
You're crying.
You're crying.
You're crying.
That's right. Manish Mims. I saw your comments. You're that guy. You're like, hey, let me go in there and point at everybody's stuff and you're say nothing myself. Yeah. You're that guy. Everybody knows that guy. We all got you pegged, Manish Mims.
I'm trying to think. I saw someone comment in here and I just want to find it. There's a comment saying,
yeah, Ace of Spades says, don't forget Clemens. Dude, that's exactly who I was thinking of. So many Jets. I like Clemens. I'm with whatever, but again, I like to bring up the previous regime had him gain a bunch of weight to put him inside. They never did. He just gained the weight, but he didn't complain. Then they said, take the weight off. He didn't complain. You know what I mean? That's fucks with the guy, man. Like, it's a whole different thing. And so he did all that. He's a team guy. He causes a little bit too many problems, but that was the undisciplined Saleh regime, dude. A guy like Michael Clemens on a Saleh team is unhinged. A guy like Michael Clemens for Tomlin or Parcells or somebody that's hopefully Aaron Glenn, he just stays in. No, this is, dude, you're not doing any of that or you'll never play again. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I think he can do well. So, but just know it. If you want him gone, he's here. If you want Lazard gone, he's here.
For life.
You don't want him to draft A.Z. Smith or whatever the fuck his name is. What was that guy's? That's who they're taking. Just brace yourself, man. That's what it is.
Just be prepared to be disappointed, and you can never be disappointed.
Right.
That's set your expectations as low as possible. There's an evaluation here. I don't want anyone's hype, anyone to get too high. Remember, 5.5 wins is what they're expecting. So just set your expectations for 5.5 wins. If you get more than that, boom, happy season. You're excited. Or maybe you're hoping for a quarterback, and then you're pissed. Because that's just more of the same.
Yeah, right. Brian, but that's part of it. Set your expectations, excuse me, for maximum pain. It's not losses with us. It's pain. So we'll get the 6 wins. You know what I mean? Just so we're not in the running for the guy without giving up the future. That's,
it's that final game.
And then we'll have the argument.
Buffalo, it's going to be they're going to rest their starters, and we're all going to be in draft mode. We're like, oh, it's great, yeah, we got baby. Top 3 pick, and then down to pick number 9 or something. What's going to happen?
That's the way. That's the way.
Expect pain. Someone commented in here, and I can't find the comment now, but asking, can Sauce cover DK? Now I got to look up.
Yeah, why wouldn't he be able to cover DK? He's covered.
He played him last year.
Yeah, he's covered him before. He's got him.
I'm gonna pull up the stats on what he did against him. I just got to get to it.
Sauce can cover anybody, and I like that he's got Aaron Glenn and Wilkes and these guys. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's take him to the next level. Sauce is a stud.
Yeah, I really want to see Garrett and Sauce both get paid this offseason. Now that we're post June 1st, just before training camp, guys have been showing up. They, obviously mandatory mini camp and whatnot, but Garrett and Sauce have both been present. I want to see them take care of the guys.
Yeah, me too. You got to do it, man.
Dude, how many times have we just not that we haven't signed players, but we haven't drafted good players. We finally draft 2 stud players. Pay them. I don't care. I understand that Sauce hasn't had the turnovers. I understand that there's an argument that the edge is more important or whatever. He's going to break the record for a cornerback contract, when he does get paid. Just pay him. I don't care. Other teams can pay their good players. Just get it done. Stop fucking around.
Right. Pay him. I'm with you, Ryan. Just
$30 million a year to both Garrett and Sauce.
I throw in another one. 31. I'm in.
31. Even better.
I don't know if do I have to re-up my PFF? I don't know if my
You log in?
No, I'm in. I'm logged in. It's bogging down.
Their site's been funky the last couple days. Anytime I try to get some stats.
Yeah, it's only giving me snaps at a position.
I'll hit refresh. Refresh on your screen.
Yeah.
That happened to me. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Defensive grades. We're going to go. This is by season. Man, this is super funky right now.
Yeah, I think they're doing updates. I don't like it.
Yeah, this is dumb. Come on, give me what I want. All right, there we go. Seattle. This is best game. His best game was against the Seahawks.
Sauce?
Yeah, Sauce's best game was against the Seahawks. At least Pro Football Focus grade wise. He had a 90.1. His next closest would have been against New England, the game that we actually thought we were going to go on a run. He was targeted 5 times. I don't know if it's DK. I'm assuming it's DK, but maybe it wasn't. 2 receptions were given up. He gave up 28 yards total.
That's pretty
Not bad.
I really hope we see Sauce travel this year.
He should.
Right. I'm so with that too, man. It's crazy.
No penalties, 2 pass breakups.
DK against the Jets had 4 catches for 66 yards in that game.
Okay.
So I think DJ Reed was working on him as well, and that was prime DJ mailing it in time. This is the second half of the. But yeah, Sauce. I'm seeing it 2 for 28 was the catches and yards that he gave up, a 40% reception percentage when targeted.
Boom. We're gonna lock him down. TJ Watt's not gonna get his contract, or he's gonna get traded, or he's gonna be rusty, and boom, we'll be good. We'll be fine. Totally fine.
I like it.
I really hope their offensive line sucks. I hope they all suck. That's what it is. Who else they got on that team? I want to. Because Najee's not there anymore, right? Who they got? Ward? Is that their back? No, Warren.
Jalen Warren, and they drafted somebody too.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they have their starting trio at wide receiver is DK Metcalf, Robert Woods, and Calvin Austin.
Okay.
And their starting running back is Jalen Warren. Their backup running back, who they drafted in the 3rd round this year, is Caleb Johnson.
They're all going to suck.
We can beat them.
We could beat them. Rodgers starts off slow too. Like in Green Bay, the first few games of like his seasons in Green Bay were never like that good. Like even under Hackett when he had his MVP seasons, if I'm not mistaken, I think he was like started off a little sluggish. I remember that when he was coming over here, that was like a critical thing.
Yep.
So he's going to start off slow. He's going to be rusty. They're not going to play him in the preseason. Maybe like a drive to get them all hyped up. But I would imagine Tomlin's going to handle Rodgers the same way Salah did, I think. What do you guys think? You think he plays at all?
In the preseason?
Yeah.
In the preseason?
Mm-hmm.
No. I don't think so. I would be surprised.
Like, well, because he played the 1 or 2 series with the Jets against the Giants and then didn't play at all last year. So do we think it's going to align more with year 1 with the Jets or more with year 2 with the Jets? I don't know what the Steelers usually do. Like, did Russ play? Let's see if Russ played last year.
Well, he was hurt.
Russ was hurt. Oh, that's right, because Fields played. So let's see. God, I can't even look at PFF right now. This is like...
No, it's bad. They got to get that going in the right direction again.
It's painful.
What, PFF?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with these updates, man.
It's like unusable right now. Let's see. That's for Fields last year. Do they show preseason game logs? 24.
Guys think Zach Wilson's going to play for the Dolphins? Like actually play?
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned Zach Wilson. 2 interceptions today at minicamp and almost had a third. One of them was a pick 6. The one that would have been a third would have also been a pick 6, according to reports.
That's
I was
wonderful. So I want nothing more than Sauce Gardner to like get a pick 6 on Zach Wilson because Tua got hurt and we could just laugh all the way. And I want it to be a Jet home game too. I want it to be like, I want the pain. I don't want the pain. I want him to feel the pain.
I would think he's going to play. I mean, what's his name? Tua's only had 1 really full healthy season. He's missed time essentially every single year.
Yeah, totally.
Well, they also drafted what's his face from Texas. Ewers.
What a quarterback. Quinn Ewers.
Like, is there any situation where like, do you think they would rather have Ewers sit in a backup situation? I mean, I guess it depends. Like, if he's clearly that much better than Zach or something, but and where they are win-loss record-wise.
I don't know. The vibes seem off in Miami. I think they're trending in the wrong direction.
No. Why do they keep signing the Jets backup quarterbacks. What is that?
I wish we were a better
3.
team so we could just start chanting sloppy seconds, but like, it's like I feel like we don't have any right to chant anything.
No, we got nothing. We got nothing on anybody, man. Whatever bullshit we talk, it's over.
I'm looking at their depth chart. Ashton Davis is projected to start for Miami at safety.
Honestly, if the Jets wanted to bring him back and have him start for a season, I mean, obviously we don't have him, but I wouldn't have been like that. Ashton Davis, yeah. Like, because I feel like you get Aaron Glennon, like if he would have wanted him back, I would have been a little like excited. Like Ashton Davis was always kind of like around the ball. Last year was a little bit of a down year, if I'm not mistaken, though.
Yeah. Well, I think last year was more of a normal year. The year before, he had an anomalous year.
Okay, fair.
Good point, Pete.
Remember when he collapsed the entire line for the safety?
Oh, it was crazy.
It's like, this guy's an animal. I was like, yeah, okay.
Just
Set him for life.
Always around the ball.
Yeah.
I can't find Pittsburgh Steelers preseason stats. Does Pro Football Reference not do anything for preseason at all? No toggle?
They do.
How do you find preseason? I see playoffs. Career.
Weeks, regular plus postseason. And then if you click on it, there's a preseason, regular, and postseason. Who do you want to see?
Oh, not PFF. Pro Football Reference.
Oh, no, they don't.
Okay. Bastards. I mean, wasting my time over there. Yeah, I was just curious to see if Fields played at all. And PFF was driving me up a wall.
Fields definitely did play in the preseason. I don't know if Russ did or not. I think he was injured for the preseason.
I feel like Fields playing, like I think Fields is going to play with us in the preseason. So maybe it's not an apples to apples comparison. Maybe we'd have to go back further and see like the final year from like Big Ben or something. Bearded comes in and says, crazy our team is number 31 in active cap spending, number 4 in cap available, number 6 in dead money, and we have such a young core with as much skill as we do. I am of the opinion, like, I didn't realize we were 4th in available cap, but I want to keep that available cap. I'd rather pay our own guys. I don't want to pay anyone out from outside. I don't want to make any trades to bring anyone in. Like, I want full-on evaluation year and retain your own. And then once you know what everything is, next year is when you start, moving some chips around and doing what you can. Like I'm okay if at the trade deadline, we're stinking or something and you want to move Brees for a pick because you're not going to sign him at the end of the season. Like there's certain things I'm open to. But like I don't want us to utilize this cap space right now. I'd rather wait a season. Bean, what do you think about the cap situation the Jets currently find themselves in?
Well, I like Bearded's angle here. It's like, I think, this is what we've been talking about, right? It's like we have this, which is why the Aaron Rodgers thing made sense. It was like we had this young core. Zach Wilson's clearly complete garbage, right? Whatever happens later in his career, I don't know. He sucks right now. We're not winning anything with this idiot, okay? And then you look, Mike White. Yeah, Mike White, he comes in, he throws for 300 yards, and then he breaks his fucking arm and his ribs, and he's out, So it's like whatever we had going on, we had this team. So when you get rid of Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams and then Solomon Thomas and Hassan Reddick, like these are all, even CJ Mosley, it sucks, but it's like these are the old heads. So what we're left with is the young core. And and they had to sprinkle some guys in, but I really think that this year, number one, you should pay the guy. Like I agree with what Matt and Ryan were saying before. Like you just got to pay these guys. Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner up front. I don't really care. I don't want to talk about it. Don't scrimp and pinch pennies and give them a fair deal that they're going to be happy with and get it done. But that, all that said, like it's time to really build around these guys. Now, Justin Fields, if he can be something, if this Tanner Engstrand and all these guys can actually devise an offense with him in mind, like not having him, hey, you're going to become this to play in my offense. Build the offense around this guy for a year. Use the young core that we have. We have a young tight end. We have young receivers. We got 3 of them: Garrett Wilson, Malachi Corley, and this Smith kid. You got Josh Reynolds, who's a nice vet to, just kind of, sure hands and stuff like that, get some stuff done. You got a young running back room. You got a young offensive line. Like, dude, it's not so far-fetched to think, like, if Justin Fields can take a step, like that, this is a competitive team and fun to watch, which is really all I want. I hate watching 9-hour games on a Sunday where we haven't scored a touchdown and I'm watching the fourth quarter. Like, I'm like, wait, it's still, the fourth quarter just started. I feel like I've been here. I feel like it's 10 o'clock at night, and it's just so boring. And you're like, what are we even doing on the field? What's going on? Bench everybody and put the whole second string on. Like, what's happening? Like, I just want to watch entertaining football, but we have talent all over the place. And then you look at the defense, with Quinnen Williams, Jermaine Johnson, Will McDonald, Sauce Gardner. Like, there's a lot of guys around here. Jamie Sherwood, Quincy Williams. Like, we're not a sack of crap like we've been, like, the Adam Gase years. And like, you look around, you're like, dude, who are these people? And we rooted for him. Again, I like to bring him up. Jordan Jenkins, when he was dude, he is as Jag. He's a solid, good. He's just a solid player. He's not somebody that he's a priority to keep around and you break the bank for. A lot of Jets fans were livid when we let him go. Livid. He's done nothing. He's just a good player. And he was the marquee name on our defense, Jordan Jenkins. You know what I mean? So, like, we have guys all over the place. So I'm with you, Bearded. And, as far as the money goes, I mean, I don't know what that. I think what you do, like what Ryan says, give that to the homegrown guys. Start your regime with letting everybody know that we value our guys. All right, it's Garrett Wilson, Sauce Gardner up front. Extend whoever else you need to extend. Maybe some middling guys. Keep those, some blue collar guys around, and you spread some money around, and you show the team, hey, look, man, we're committed to you. And, start this whole thing on a positive note. I think it's a good move, but it's not so far-fetched to think that they can compete. It's all going to be about coaching. Like, when you looked at our games the last 4 years, really honestly, all the way back to the Rex's first 2 years, when you watched our team, you didn't think that our coach could outcoach the other coach, the other coach, like it was like our players got to figure something out, because whatever we're doing schematically, like, we're not out coaching anybody. Did you feel like we were going to outcoach anybody the last few years, like with the Saleh regime? No, I didn't.
I feel like when we first got him, I was like, okay, defensively, like, we'll be good. We've got, like, this young up and coming mind in LaFleur, like, who knows what the play calling is going to end up being, but I like the route that we were going with everything. I was pretty confident in Douglas. Not that Douglas was coaching, I guess, but once we saw Hackett year one with Zach, it's like, all right, I'm good. I see all the penalties that we're getting, under Saleh. Like, if they can correct the penalties, like, if we could be bottom half in the league in penalties this year and, like, just be more disciplined, Jets should win more games just off that alone. Now, we're going to need Fields to read defenses and, like, hopefully just build an offense entirely tailored to him. Like, just go.
It's all about him.
Just you mentioned team entertain me. Like, that's where I'm at. I just want to have fun on Sundays. Like, I hated watching football a lot of the games last year. Like, it sucked. It was miserable.
Dude, if I wasn't live for 50% of the games, I would have shut it off and fucking went and mowed the lawn. Like, I'm not even kidding. I would have gone and blown leaves, pulled weeds. Like, that's what I would rather do. You know, there were so many times I was thinking, oh, like Jeremy and Frankie are yelling and they're complaining. And I'm just sitting there thinking, if I wasn't live right now, like, what the fuck am I doing here? This is my life.
What is my
I only
life?
get one of these. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just the hours, dude, that we've wasted watching this shit. Like, that's how I feel. Like, last year was particularly bad.
Yes.
And it's like, every year by the end of the year, I'm on Team Tank, which is just the most ridiculous thing to say in the world. Like, I get it, but I am there. I'm on Team Tank every friggin' year. It's like, I can't believe that this is my life. Like, I spend so much time talking about it, reading it, studying it, looking at prospects. You know what I mean? And then we turn that shit on, and it's like, wah, 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 right from the first kickoff.
Just from
This
the
is my
coin
life.
flip.
You know? When I'm on my deathbed, if that should ever happen, if I don't die, like that's how probably I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be like, and I'm done. That's probably what's gonna happen to me, or get fucking hit by a train or some shit. But if I'm ever on my deathbed, this is what I'm gonna say out loud. Hopefully, I'm 83 years old, and I got all these fucking people that love me around me. I'm gonna go, I wish I had every fucking minute back that I spent on the Jets. That's what I'm gonna say. It's gonna be my last words. The fucking Jets. That's what I'm gonna do.
So you're gonna tell your loved ones you love them, get all the stuff out of the way, and then right with the last gasp, be like, "Damn it!"
There's gonna be
Jets.
one little grandkid.
Those goddamn Jets.
One little fucking grandkid that my son names fucking Jingle Hopper or some weird shit.
Jingle
My son
Bean.
is a wackadoodle. I'm gonna be like, Jingle Hopper, get over here. Don't you fucking root for the Jets, you piece of shit. Don't do it. Listen to Grandpa.
Jingle Hop.
I missed you guys.
Get over here, Jingles.
I missed this show.
Where's Jingles? Get him over here. But take that fucking Jets head off. What's the matter with you?
The hell are you thinking? You
They
see
still
what they
haven't won
did
a
to me? This is why I'm in this bed.
Yeah. They haven't won shit. Still. Let me tell you a story before I go. One time, we got Aaron Rodgers. Fucking stupid.
He popped both Achilles walking up hills both ways to camp.
4 plays. We were listening to AC/DC. Thunderstruck. It was September 11th, American flags. It was dark, the lights. 4 plays. He was out for the year. That's what's in your future, kid. Don't do it. Save yourself. I told you, I tried to make my son a Ravens fan. I'm telling you, I got plenty of pictures until he's like 2-3 years old in Raven shit. I tried, man. I tried. I'm like, there you go, Ravens. Come on, kiddo. I tried so hard. And then you know what happened? 2010 happened, and I took him to the we were in the playoffs. And I was down in Florida, so I went to the South Florida Jets fan club, which that's where I would watch every game. And there was like 250 crazy Jets fans, and they had the sirens, and we're doing the Jets chant. And my son was like, it was like the Chargers game when we won, against the Chargers. No, that would have been 2009. It was when we beat the Patriots. No, yeah, it was when we beat the Patriots.
Oh, that's one of the best games I've ever watched.
That was right. It was like my son just got the lightning injection of Jets. That's it. He's been with me ever since. Fucking poor kid.
You tried.
I tried so hard, dude. I'm like, your mom's from Baltimore. You know what my wife asked me? Listen to this. So we're looking at the games, the Jets schedule, and she goes, ooh, the Jets are playing in Baltimore on our anniversary. And I looked at her and I said, you want to fucking ruin our anniversary like that?
The day after Matt's wedding?
I'm gonna be hungover as shit doing that game.
Oh.
What day is your wedding? 22nd?
Yes.
Holy shit. Yeah, I'm the 23rd, Matt. I didn't even make that connection. I'm dumb like that.
Look at
Don't
that.
tell your wife that.
No, we got to go up there.
Well, no, I'm just saying,
That's
don't
amazing.
tell your wife that you didn't make the connection.
Yeah, well, no, listen, man. In my family, I'm the anniversary guy. You know what I've done for my wife every year since year one?
What?
There's a traditional gift that is associated with each year of marriage.
Yep.
I've gotten my wife some variation of that gift and the flower associated with it for 18 straight years. That's what I do.
Good, Bean.
My wife forgets about our anniversary. She don't give a shit. I'm the chick in my house.
I did not realize.
I'm the sweetie pie.
For
My
some
wife's
reason,
a-
I thought it started at like 5 years. But no,
No,
it's
year
first-
one is over, no?
No, it's
You know what
paper.
last year was? Listen
it's-
to this, dude.
So traditional. Well, I guess I shouldn't do
Yeah,
traditional.
there's two.
Do you want? So there's traditional, there's modern, and there's the metal or
Modern
gemstone.
is fucking stupid. I
Okay.
don't like modern.
So we'll go to metal or
I have resorted to it, but I don't like modern. Like, why you got to change? Let's go traditional. But dude, it was either last year or the year before. You know what it was? Wax. Wax. What are you gonna do?
Where do you see wax?
It's like year 17 or 16, maybe.
The one I see is like, it goes 1 through 10 year anniversary. Then it's 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
No. You're
that's
looking
not
at the
right.
wrong thing.
What the hell? All right, hold on. Let me try this one. Oh, no, that goes up to 15.
But anyway, my wife literally asked me to go wear a fucking Jets jersey and go sit in Baltimore Stadium. I'm like, dude, that's going to be the worst experience of my life. Like, there's no way I'm doing that on our fucking anniversary. Gift by year. That's how you do it.
Ant throws a 20 spot, says for Jingle Hopper's college fund.
Oh, that's so good. I know Jingle Hopper. Where the hell did that come from?
We're just going to have a 529 made up for Jingle Hopper right now. And on your deathbed, you could buy the Jets and then dismantle them and burn them into the ground.
Hold the franchise.
All right, here you go. This one's skipping. It goes 13 to 19. What is that?
That feels wrong.
Weird.
So
Yeah, 13 is lace. That was a toughie.
So that's
'Cause,
what,
look,
that's what I found over here. Okay, so traditional gifts. There's
So my
traditional, there's
thing-
modern.
Yeah.
So first year,
My
traditional.
thing is like I have to be original. That's the thing. I can't. So like when there's wax, what are you gonna get? What do you got to get?
It's got to be a candle.
Guys,
Earwax,
fucking
Q-tip.
Q-tip. Come on, Ron.
Boom.
You're better than Q-tip.
No, like a fancy Q-tip.
You know what I was
with
looking?
wax on
You know what I almost? You know what I was looking to get?
What'd you
Because
get?
I'm original. I was gonna get a wax figure of her butt, like her head, shoulder.
Gonna
Dude,
get
you know
the,
how much that shit costs? That is, you can do it. It's out there.
I'm
That shit
flabbergasted.
starts at 15 grand. It starts. Like, what do you want? A little tiny fucking 4-inch figurine? That'll be $15,000. I'm like, okay,
That's
Pass.
crazy town.
we're not gonna do that. All right, back to the candle.
Okay,
What
so
are we gonna do?
earwax, perfect.
Booby candles.
Booby
you know?
candles,
You got to do something.
little
But,
nipple wicks.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Oh, watch. I'll do this. Here we go. I'm gonna do anniversary gift year 16. I think year 16 is wax.
It's not even like there's not even okay.
Yeah, wax. It's wax.
What?
The traditional gift for the 16th. So what was last year? Because last year was 17. This year's 18. Furniture. Furniture, dude.
What'd you
This
get?
shit is not easy.
Or what are you gonna get her? Like what you get like a
I got it already. So that was last year. You know what I got her?
what?
My wife has back issues, so I got her one of those chairs where you sit. It's like you almost put your knees on the thing, and it holds your back straight. You ever see those chairs?
Okay, yeah, yes.
I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
it's like, yeah. I mean, it's good for about an hour, maybe 2 hours, and then you're like, all right, I can't fucking sit in this piece of shit chair anymore. I need a fucking chair, man.
So
You know what
what's
I mean? So it's like there. My wife uses it for puzzles. My wife likes puzzles.
So what is this year then? What's the thing?
Let's see.
Not
All
what
right,
you're
I don't
getting
even
her,
know
but
yet.
like
I gotta look. I didn't even look. Let's see. Porcelain. I'm gonna get a porcelain mold of her face.
Can
I gotta
you
do it one of these
porcelain
years.
butt cheeks? Maybe that's cheaper.
Maybe porcelain this year. It's
Asman
fucking
pops
crazy.
in. What's up,
toilet.
Jake? Jake says,
Yeah,
I just
get a new
joined and I
toilet.
see you're talking about wax butt cheeks. Must be June Jets talk, baby. Love you guys. God bless. All in for gangrene. Oh, thanks,
Yeah.
Jake, for popping in.
See, Jake, it's just a moment. You just got lucky.
That's
we weren't talking
we
about
go off the rails at this time of year. John
Yeah,
says
we were
Green
talking
Bean just
Jets.
can't die before he officiates my wedding.
Fuck yeah, John, let's do it, buddy. You know, I've played guitar at 3 weddings. I have no idea how that happened. On a beach, no less. All of them beaches. 1 in San Diego, 2 in Florida. Like I don't know how it happens. Like, you play guitar at my wedding? I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, well, why did I say yes to this? What do you want me to play? I want you to play this fucking intricate, crazy tune. I'm like, oh, man. But yeah, so I'll officiate a wedding. You know, you can get the wedding officiant thing, and like I can do it in like
You can do
3
it online.
hours.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
it's easy.
Bean, you said you lost a bunch of weight. We got got a sponsor that's helping us work out a little bit. Gonna go to Matt.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're constantly on the move or just tired of skipping meals, do I have something for you? Huel has you covered. They're today's sponsored, spelled H-U-E-L, and their Black Edition ready to drink is a total game changer. It's a complete meal in one bottle with 35 grams of protein, 27 vitamins and minerals, high fiber and low sugar. You feel full, focused, and ready for your day. No prep, cleanup, just grab one and go. Huel's already sold over 500 million meals around the world, and you could become the next one. New customers get 15% off plus a free gift at Huel.com when you use our code TalkinJets. Don't miss out. Try it today. I have the chocolate one. It tastes very good. I like it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like the strawberry banana, believe it or not. I thought that was tasty.
Ryan, look, I'm going to tell you something. I don't like banana flavored anything. I love bananas, but I don't like banana flavored anything. Not pudding pops, not fucking lollipops. Doesn't matter what it is. The strawberry banana is my absolute favorite. And let me tell you, this is the honest truth. It's the best sponsor for me right now. Dude, 35 to 37 grams of protein in that thing. Plus, it's a full meal with there. Dude, I'm drinking those. Like, that's literally part of my whole thing right now. It's so I can't believe how happy I am to have them as a sponsor, and how great I think I love the chocolate. I like the vanilla. I love the strawberry banana, and I actually have the other one right here.
The iced coffee.
I'm gonna try in a little bit the iced coffee one. I haven't tried this one yet. I'm a little nervous.
That one's pretty good.
But
the strawberry banana one's
But
slamming.
I'm drinking iced coffee right now, so I'm like kind of in theme. You know what I mean? So like, I'm all fucking amped up. I haven't had coffee past like 2 o'clock in like 2 months. I'm like, I'm all freaked out.
Dude, it's been great. I'll wake up, I'll have my like normal cup of coffee. Like I do an iced coffee that I bring to work, and then it's like, all right, I might do a lunch, or I might, like, if I miss a meal or something, I just have one of those and I'm like, full, I'm good till dinner. I don't usually have like a full breakfast and a full lunch or anything like that. But I really liked it. And again, it's funny. I was ranking them with Becca. I was like, okay, I'm going to predict that I like the vanilla one the most. I'm going to like the iced coffee, then the chocolate, then the strawberry banana. Strawberry banana right up at the top. Tasty. Tasty. Matt, did you do the strawberry banana yet?
No, I'm very particular. I'm gonna know. I know I like the chocolate, so I'm gonna have that first. So I've only been ripping through chocolate so far. I'm gonna do strawberry banana next though, because apparently that's the best one.
Yeah, it's tasty. Yeah, definitely like it. I've certainly I got to start working out. That's really my thing. I have not. I've been skimping on that, but I've been using it as like a meal replacement. It's been tasty.
I've been going hard in the paint. I'm telling you right now, dude. When I show up on September 7th, I have every intention of being a gorilla.
I'm gonna try and not look like a bag of milk.
Right, exactly. I used to defend myself by saying I'm in shape. A pear is a shape. It was like my joke, No more. Dude, my wife, just like on Saturday, we were like laying in bed and she put her hand. She's like, dude, It's the craziest thing. Like you don't even like you're totally different. Like you don't even feel like yourself. You know, she's like it's a totally different body.
I'm with a different man.
Yeah. I'm like, hey man, you can have some fantasies.
We're gonna have to call you String Bean.
String Bean. I like it.
There we go.
But String Bean sort of implies like too skinny and not muscular. So you're like,
well, you know what's funny about this whole thing?
bean.
I didn't grow up calling them green beans. They were always string beans to me. So the fact that I ended up being green bean is just it's like the
I
craziest
just assumed
thing.
it was green bean because the Jets are green. Like,
that's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. I was like green.
So if you were into
bean.
yarn or like knitting, you'd be string bean.
Right. Maybe.
Makes sense.
Maybe right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. It took me a second, but yes.
Yeah.
Wyatt pops in. Wyatt says, don't know who this green bean guy is, but he's clearly lost his mindsy. Wyatt.
Yeah. You know, he's a bean. The beanbaggers have been, listen, mate. So the beanbaggers, we usually meet on Wednesdays, right? We've been meeting for like years on Wednesday nights. And for the past couple months, I just kind of haven't been meeting them. Like I said, dude, like I didn't just run out of gas. Like I fucking ran out of gas, dude. I like almost had like a nervous breakdown, like run out of gas. Like I was like, holy shit. Like, so I just kind of go. So the beanbaggers made their own Zoom room. Cause like, they're like, I don't know. We don't know where he is. Okay? So I was like, I don't know, God. I would check in every now and then. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Hey guys, whatever. And so they actually, so they could keep meeting. They made their own
That's
room
awesome.
without me. Isn't that crazy? I had to go in their room.
I was gonna say, did you have to ask for the invite, or were you included on the invite?
Yeah, I had to get the link, and it was funny because Crossfire started it, but he's like, you know, he's new to the Zoom thing, so I like we were trying to like show something, and I'm like, hey, Crossfire, do you know how to do the thing? And he's like, no, no. And I said, all right, make me the host.
Yeah,
make me the host, buddy.
I'll do it.
Sitting there for 10 minutes, I'm like, here, give me that. I felt like a douche, but he's a good, you know, Crossfire's the best, you know. It's always Wyatt, all these guys, bearded, they're all in there.
Dude, I'm
so we have a good time, man.
We got a good crew. Wyatt, you got to come out for the game again. Wyatt was our Marine. We flew out from California to come sit in the rain and be miserable with us.
He
for
knew.
the weekend.
He knew. I was talking with Wyatt, and I'm like, I feel really good. This is gonna be a blowout. And he's like, I don't know. Denver has a really good defense. I'm like, I'm feeling good. Should have listened to Wyatt.
Yeah, dude, I went into that Denver game. I mean, I had more. I was looking at Denver fans, and I hate when I do this because it never works out for me. I was looking at them and I was thinking, you guys have no fucking, you came all the way here to for the worst day of your lives. Like that's the shit I was thinking. No, I didn't say it out loud, but I was thinking, you guys, you flew all the way here. You're going to have a party at Tailgate Joe. You're all hanging out. You guys are going to be miserable. We're going to shellac you guys. I thought we were going to stomp a mud hole in their ass. And that guy, I couldn't believe it. I brought my daughter to
the New England game. The New England game was like, oh, we're rocking. Like, this is it. We're clicking on all cylinders. And
that New England game was the game that I got caught by the Jets, the one Jets drive crew, and I guaranteed a victory. Remember? Like, oh yeah, we're winning today. I guaranteed. Fucking 4 interceptions later.
2021.
Yeah, that was the 2021 one. Dude, we had
like, this is awesome.
Oh, that sucked.
This is a great day.
Miserable. Absolutely miserable. John comes in and says, bought a vintage Boomer Esiason jersey, one size down, to motivate me to get shredded. I'll be wearing it at Jets Steelers. See you there.
There you go. That's like hanging up the bikini all winter, John. That's what you're doing. See, now listen, I'm going to tell you something. I've done that I stopped doing that because I had all these fucking bags of t-shirts and like stacks of t-shirts that I couldn't wear in my closet. But so it doesn't work for me. But check it out. This is the truth. I've been wearing extra large for 10, 15 years, right? Extra large. I've gone to large, and I shit you not, I'm about to return a bunch of like large t-shirts and get medium. That's where I am right now. I haven't worn a medium since I think I was just getting pubes. Like that's how long it's been. I've been a big dude for a long time. When I was on heroin, I probably wore some mediums.
Maybe mix it a small.
Dude, I had a girl in detox. Yeah, I had a girl in detox that like, so this is where I was in life. I like stretched and my fucking bones stuck out like on my hips and my ribs. And she was like, oh, that's so hot. Like my bones were sticking out. That's why she liked me, because fucking my bones stuck out of my fucking, so like I got all the way there. I don't know what size I was wearing.
Do you remember what your weight was at that point?
Oh, I don't know, man. Probably less than I am now, because I'm not done. Like I still have lots of flabby shit. You know what's happening, dude? Like, like the skin has been so used to like being bigger that I'm like, it's not real bad, but I'm noticing like the skin needs to like stretch back. It's like, looks like fucking weird.
You gotta get
looks
ripped,
like a pregnant chick.
And then
I look like a pregnant lady after she gives birth. Like flat. You know what I mean? Like if the wind blows real hard, there's something like something like that.
Oh man.
Bean's gonna be shredded.
Little bit. Yeah, dude. I told you I'm gonna fucking bring a 4-pack with me. Let me go up there.
Boys and girls.
It's gonna be great.
If you didn't know, we're doing our group by week 1, Jets Steelers. Get your tickets. We're going down on the field post game. Drinks, food, courtesy of Tailgate Joe. Puts on a slamming tailgates. Guys, Mexican theme. We got tacos. Whole bunch of skirt steak, all that good stuff. Carne asada. Not even entirely sure what carne asada is, but I love saying it. And I have it and I eat it occasionally. Num, 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 num. It's delicious.
I'm gonna do it. What is carne asada?
Yeah,
I mean, it's steak, but what is it? Carne is steak. What the fuck is asada?
I'm gonna say
Carne
it's
asada,
pork.
make it skirt steak.
Oh.
Skirt steak.
Sounds good. It's one of those words that just carne asada.
Yeah, it's good.
Sounds sexy.
Hey, in English, you know what it means in English? The straight up translation?
What?
Grilled meat.
Oh, okay.
Carne asada sounds way better than grilled meat.
Totally, man. Carne asada.
Carne
I'll have the
asada.
grilled meat, please. Can I have the grilled meat?
Yeah, no, you're so uncultured. Call it carne asada.
Yeah. Have 3 grilled meats.
Rico's like, you guys didn't know that? It's like, not really.
No.
It's a meat. I don't know.
No.
I've eaten carne asada. It's tasty. It's my favorite of like the taco meats.
Sure.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was. It's all right. I don't know what's in a lot of things. I like them. I don't know. But yeah, come out and hang out with us. Get some
Yeah, dude, it's
beers.
going to be the best.
Dude, going
Told
on the
you, I'm
field's a lot of
bringing
fun.
4-pack, we're going to party.
Hell yeah. And if you guys can't make the game, boom, you can come to the 𝐒𝐫𝐲 Music Festival, hang out with us. Live show on Saturday, the 𝐒𝐫𝐲 Music Festival. They're doing the festival Saturday and Sunday. We'll be there Saturday doing the live show on the beach. Excited for it. It's going to be a good time.
Green Bean said tarps off on Saturday.
Tarps off.
We're doing the show. We're doing the show tarps off.
Sun's out, guns out.
Hey,
Oh my
are
God.
we like on a stage? Are we on stage?
I don't know. I haven't
We're
gotten
on
clarity about
stage.
that. That'd
A
be wild.
stage. I don't know. I don't think it's the main stage, but
It's
we
got
will
to be a
on
mini
a
stage. There's going to be people that
Yeah.
aren't Jet fans there. And they're going to be like, who the hell are these guys?
Yeah, we could talk in non-Jets. We'll talk about fucking whatever we were just talking about. What were we talking about? Blacks,
Talk
butt
about
cheeks?
crazy things.
We could do this shit. We could do this all day.
I love it. White says,
Dude, I can talk
I'll
about
golf.
any
Ryan's my wingman.
subject at any time. Whatever you mind. I can talk about any subject, anytime, drop of a hat.
I'll be
There's
your
nothing
wingman,
I
Wyatt.
can't talk about.
Yeah, I call myself like a chameleon. I can pop myself into like virtually any conversation and have discussions with people. I like talking with people. I feel like I'm well-rounded in a lot of stuff. Not necessarily an expert in anything in particular. But like I can talk about a lot of things.
Yeah, I
Jack
can
of all
talk.
trades, master of none.
Yes. You know, have you ever heard the full version of that?
No.
No.
It's actually, it's funny because the full version is actually saying a jack of all trades is better than the master of one. Let me see if I can get it. Hold on. Jack of all trades full. Let me see. Jack of all trades full quote. Let's see. Full idiom. All right, here it is. Jack of all trades, master of none, though oftentimes better than a master of one.
Ah, I like that. I can't believe I've never heard that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
never heard the third line.
Yeah, right. Cause fucking it's the man, dude. They want you to fucking think shit. It's like a toaster. One slice here. Why? I see them both going on. Fuck you. I'll put it in the other one. Tired of you telling me what to do. Here.
What?
You never saw that? One slice here. You never saw that shit?
I have no idea what you're talking about. This toaster has at least 2 slots usually.
They don't do it so much anymore. It was a lot. It was, I mean, come on. Hey, guys in the chat. Has anybody seen the toaster? It says one slice here, right? Like if you're only going to use one slice, you got to use this one.
Oh, use like the left one, like a left to right thing?
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's a reason for it, but it's stupid. I'm telling you, I've used the other one. Everything's fucking fine.
Is it like
You know
the
what I mean?
heating element is stronger in the first one or something silly?
You know, it's something to do with like the trigger mechanism and I think that's all bullshit. Yes, toaster, one slice thing is real. Fight the power. Big Apple. Right, man.
What a comment.
Oh, yo, talking about suns out, guns out, and like taking the shirts off for Bezara. So Shay, she's gonna be 3 years old next week on Tuesday, and anytime Becca's only finding out about this now, but like I told her I was like, if I take my shirt off, you gotta say my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and like. So Becca comes out of the shower and Shay starts singing it, and it is no joke the funniest thing I have ever seen, because now she's starting to say the other parts of the song, and it's like I have to charge. I'm just like cracking up. I love 3-year-olds. They're so much fun.
The best.
Ugh,
That's the best shit.
they just mimic everything. Don't know what they're doing.
So if we've learned anything tonight, everybody, in summation, a jack of all trades and a master of none is oftentimes better than a master of one. Okay? Diversify. Diversify your portfolio, everybody.
See, Peter says 15 minutes of actual Jets talk, an hour and a half of laughing at what Green Bean says.
Yeah.
Pretty good
We
description.
did more.
It's
The
great.
first hour and a half was Jets talk, I think.
It
Right?
was, you came in about 20 minutes in. Matt and I had not talked much about Jets at all.
Oh, really?
No,
Yeah,
no
I
shot.
was right about 20 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, we're like, oh, we'll talk about Jet stuff when Bean comes in. We'll get our thoughts. We talked about practice like briefly, and Aaron Rodgers covered, and then it's been off the rails since.
Fuck Aaron Rodgers.
Screw that guy.
That guy. What an asshole. You know, now he's talking. He's like, hey, man, I've made a lot of decisions about ego and blah, blah. Dude, get the fuck. Dude, I swear to God, if they don't write articles in the same way now that he's on the Steelers, I'm going to lose my marbles. They got to still do this, right?
Dude, I hope we beat them into submission. Like, I want, because, no matter how much we lose by, it's going to be ha Jets all the time. That's what it's going to be.
Totally.
The only thing that could happen is if the Jets win. The only way, like, we're not laughed at.
Yeah, that any of this becomes okay.
Yeah. Or it's going to be, okay, Jets got the first laugh. They won the battle. They didn't win the war. And the Steelers are going to make the playoffs, and Jets are going to be getting a top 10 pick. They'll find a way to spin it against us. Stupid. All right, boys and girls. We've reached the end of our show. What is that? Disconnect. Am I
Oh,
connected?
shit. Let me do one more. We have a small crew tonight. Wait, hold on. I'll do one more.
Connected to Ryan's MacBook. How am I connected?
Shit.
Am I
I
in
forgot
the
to
camera
do
list?
a
Can
lot
I
of
use
the
my?
like.
Do we do this? Is this a thing?
Hey, I did it. I'm going to put me in there and see if I win.
Yeah. Green Bean wins the eggs. No, he has.
Right. Hey, eggs. I could just give them to myself. I literally just handed a dozen eggs to somebody, like fucking right as part of the chicken tutorial, Matt. I'm like, here, take a dozen eggs.
You want some eggs? Yeah.
Look at this shit. Twice in a row. Come on.
How does this keep happening?
Because fucking Nightbot sucks the balls. That's why. Jesus Christmas. Come on, Nightbot. Tyson Matting. There it is. We got a real one. All right.
There we go.
All right, Ryan, you got a whopping 13. You guys got a good chance to win tonight.
All right. How many
13, everybody. Lucky 13. This week is Friday the 13th, everybody.
You know, I didn't even connect that.
Yeah, it's going to be scary.
All right, we're going to do on our third click. So we go 1, 2. Next one's our winner. 5. Who's number 5?
Bearded. Bearded VT is the
Bearded.
winner.
Bearded's a good dude. Let's see what he gets. Eggs. Whoa. Hat. Bearded gets a green beanie or Talkin' Jets ball cap.
Yeah.
Reach out.
Yo, good for you, Bearded. Hell yeah.
You could put the green beanie on your beard if you want, or you could put it on top of your head. Whatever you want to do. Life's yours. Reach out. JetsTalk247@gmail.com or talkinjetshow@gmail.com. We'll get your selection, get your shipping info, and send you a hat. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Boys and girls, we've reached the end of our stream. Let's go around our panel and give our closing thoughts. Green Bean, any last words for our panel?
Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do an after-hours show tonight. So it's been a long time. Yeah, fuck it. Here I am. I'm sitting here already. I mean, all I got to do is turn it on. So let's do it. Let's hang out 10:30. I got to take a leak and do a couple things. But yeah, we'll get going. I'll maybe even a few minutes early. Who knows? I'm going to do an hour tonight. That's it. Okay?
Lies.
Oh, whenever I say that, it's like 2:30 a.m. I'm like, guys, I gotta go. But it's not them, it's me.
Yes.
I won't shut up.
I know.
I'm alone. That's the thing that I forget. Like, I feel like it's me and 30, 50, 120 people hanging out. It's not. I'm alone in here talking. You know what I mean? Like, they're commenting, of course, but like, I can shut the fuck up anytime I want.
I'm gonna wake up to take a piss at 3:30. He's still gonna be live.
I like the sound of my voice.
Man, I gotta go.
Matt, any last words for our panel?
I had a lot of laughs and a lot of fun tonight. I missed this show. I'm excited to do this again in a few weeks in July.
Boys and girls, we'll be back here sometime in July. We'll do another show prior to the coming back the end of July for our regular scheduled programming. But thank you guys for hanging out with us. Make sure you head over to talkinjets.com. Get yourself some tickets for week 1. Get on the field with us. Come join us for Tailgate Joe's Tailgate. It's going to be a really, really good time. And we will see you in the next video. JETS!
Just go somewhere else. I can't take this nonsense anymore. How are you going to blame the defense?
I got the pouch. Screw Green Bean. Damn it.
But once you get to the sausage, I feel like we're doing something.
Go Jets.
And that's the other part of it, is the people are insanely jealous of this show. This show gets the best of the best, and it does a different way, with positivity.
He scores!
Ow, my head! No, come on.
What would you give up to see a Jets Super Bowl?
All of my friends and family. Hit those milk thumbs, boys and girls. Freeze run.
Hold on to your underwear, ladies, and stand by, bitches. It's now time for Talkin' Jets with your hosts, Matt, Ryan, and Green Bean.